One of my student, uh, they tell me that they have sent 200 resumes on the internet and no one has responded to them. Okay. By the way, I am Professor Rafiq Khadimally. I am a project consultant, but also I teach at the Jesse Jones School of Business, which is Texas Southern University. The website is tsu.edu. It was established in 1926, one of a very good alma maters in Houston area. I told that student that you can try send yet another 200 resumes on the internet and you will not get any answer. I said, the moment you start to treat the way, as I said, your resume is a sacred document, that you will not do any sacrilegiousness to that document. You will only send it to the ones who are ready to look at it. You are not sending it left and right because it will demoralize you. Okay, in addition to the academic excellence which I do for my students, I also guide them on career development, because there is no fun that if they get a 4.0 GPA and still they are sitting on the side of the road and they don't have a job. We are in the Houston area, right? The Texas Southern University is just a little away from the downtown. In a way, I could say if you throw a stone from my business school towards a little northeast, that stone will land right in the middle of downtown where Fortune 500 companies are there. Houston, we proudly say that it is the energy capital of the world. And I tell my students that every brick has got tens of jobs underneath of Houston. And if you cannot get a job in Houston, you should not be able to get a job anywhere on the face of earth. But the jobs are for the deserving candidates. That is the main catch. And how you make yourself deserving, that is what I normally share with my students. And I thought, let me have it also for the students all over the world because it is applicable to them. First thing first, you will do what is called networking. Okay? For quarter century or more, I attend 4 networking sessions. One is Project Management Institute chapter meeting in Houston. The second one, well, now these days we have Corona, so they are virtual, but I have been attending in person for over quarter century. Okay. The next one is the Society of Petroleum Engineers, although I'm a mechanical engineer, but since I work in the oil and gas industry. And then another one is American Institute of Chemical Engineers. Again, I am a mechanical engineer, but I attend that. The reason being that I worked in the refineries before coming into offshore oil and gas. And finally, we have Rice University here, and they have Rice Engineering and Construction Global Forum, ENC. I have been attending all those networking as a part of my religious duty. So I am quite well known. Whenever I have changed the jobs, I will only given the resume to somebody who I was convinced that he's going to look at. That is what I tell my students. So the networking is first. So I tell students that they need to join as a student member for the Project Management Institute, or they have an operations management also body here, and they should attend the monthly chapter meetings. They should be there at the registration desk. They should be well dressed. Okay, it's not the very first day that you go and start crying, oh, I'm looking for a job. No, give a little pause. You will meet my kind of experienced people there. When you are working on the registration desk, you are giving the name tags and you are accumulating the business cards, putting them in the bowl for a draw, or you are carrying the mic for a question and answer as the session is going on. They watch you. They are very, very appreciative class of people. They will respect those youngsters and they should have no issue with getting jobs, actually. Okay, so that is one part. You have to be attending a lot of professional affiliations, which are chapter meetings and all other sessions. So that is, and every time you are meeting somebody or you meet the old person, shake hand, and you can carry one page resume with you. You should also have your business card. Now, one of my students, when I said, do you have a business card? So he said, Professor, I am a student, why do I have a business? Why should I have a business card? And I said, because you are a student and looking for a job, is that you need a business card. Why would you write your name on a napkin, or you would write it on another piece of an envelope or something, or you will pick up a cigarette empty packet and write on top of that? No, in a great pride, give your resume and also your business card. Business card is just less than the cost of a burger, less than $10. You should have any logo on the top, a flag or rose flower or whichever, and then your name. And underneath, you are a student of BBA at Jesse Jones School of Business, TSU. On the left-hand bottom corner, you should have your phone number. On the right-hand side, you should have your telephone number. And by the way, make sure I tell my students, which is also, these days, we do not write the home address on the resumes. Those days are gone. Instead, we have LinkedIn page. So everybody should have a LinkedIn page. And resume should always be one page. You might have to extend the margins or header and footer, reduce it, and take out the other, like if you worked as a volunteer and you did something which is now you are very experienced, and you do not have a space to put that thing, you can always delete, take it away, or just add one liner where the miscellaneous activities are. My students has the luxury that they don't have to ask me to give my reference. I tell them that wherever you apply for a scholarship or a stipend or any kind of a thing, you do not need my permission. You can always give my name, my email address, and my cell phone. I reply on my cell phone. I have even forwarded my own office phone on my cell phone. If I'm awake, then I pick up the phone for a known number, but text or emails, I respond. These days, there are a lot of marketing calls. I have a very, very friendly, my second half of my life, my wife, very, very supportive. So she knows that how I deal with my students. The second thing is public speaking skill set. You remember I told you that there is an organization called Toastmasters Club. In a way, I was trying to have the Toastmasters Club chapter in the Jesse Jones School of Business for the entire TSU. So there are some glitches, but we are working on it. And if not, then find out which is the closest chapter and attend that monthly meeting. They are going to let you increase your public speaking skill sets. Do not worry if somebody is introvert or extrovert. There is no issue with that. Nobody is good or bad. The only thing is that it is different and it has got different strengths and different weaknesses. And those weaknesses have got to be made as a part of an opportunity. Okay. So the third thing is, now I mentioned about networking. I mentioned about the public speaking skill set. And the third thing is the leadership qualities. Okay. Now, when God created us, if there's sometimes you say, oh, he is a born leader, that is called inherent leadership qualities. Read the book by Colin Powell, General Colin Powell on leadership. That is going to be very helpful to them. But then the quality can be acquired also. That is called acquired leadership qualities. Okay. And one of the this public speaking skill set also gives gives the improvement in the leadership qualities of a person. So if you have got your academic excellence from me, okay, and you have got these three things, nobody can deny you a job. You remember, I always point out towards the downtown like that, downtown Houston, that my students will make me proud by getting a job in Milam or on Smith Street. By the way, I remind them I was working in Chevron on 1400 Smith. My office was on the 29th floor when I was working on Chevron Angola project, Melange project. So I said, send me a text when you people get hired in one of those Fortune 500 companies. We are lucky to be in Houston, that Houston is called the energy capital of the world. The entry level positions are filled by very skilled, experienced HR guys, and they ought to see what they want to look into a new entrant at the entry level. So these three things you need to be remembering. Number one, networking. Number two, leadership qualities. And number three, public speaking skill sets. Okay? I wish you, I am going to give you another few tips also in my next one. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.